massive war happened. I should zoom out on my map so that people aren't just staring at nothing. And you managed. A majority of you survived. No one's main character died. Quite a few of your sub-characters perished in a pretty horrific cone of cold. And when we last left off, Storm called out a name. Are you still doing that there, Chris?
Yeah.
All right. So as we will cut over to Sandy, who is making his way across the dunes, knowing that his former compatriots now want him dead.
And Tabra's chasing him.
Oh, okay. And Tabra's chasing him. What is Tabra's land speed?
40.
Okay, so you will catch
But
up.
she started out behind, too. Like, almost on the other side of this little city thing, so...
And, Terry, you can bonus action dash, right? Because Sandy's a rogue. So you're actually quicker than Tabra.
I can do that, but I can also do pass without a trace, if that helps me hide more. But the whole point is I don't even know anyone's chasing after me.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you if you're running or not.
Yeah, I'm running for my life.
Okay. Actually, if you're gonna cast Pass Without a Trace, go ahead and give me a stealth roll with the +10 from Pass Without a Trace, just to figure out that. Wow, Sandy might actually get away.
So for those listeners, I got a 30.
Yeah. For those. Okay. This is with advantage, but I have to beat a 30, which means I have to roll a nat 20 on this. And no. So, Sandy, you're making your way through the desert and it's ridiculously difficult to spot you. Talbra, you actually notice, looking oddly confused, a man, very ripped, kind of suntan skin, bushy beard, a cloak of like shifting iridescent colors, and this rack of beautiful antlers extending out of his head, a short bow in one arm, and then a large spear in the other, and he's looking very, he just looks lost and confused.
Yeah, as she goes by, she'll ask if he saw a treacherous little Genasi come this way, because she doesn't know who this is.
I was looking for him myself. We haven't met. You must be Talbot.
Yeah, we'll meet later. I got things to do. Just keep going.
Okay, you want to give me a perception check to try to track him?
Yeah.
Is anyone else there? Just him.
Did anyone else run after Talbra and Sandy?
No, Zashi had to deal with Cloudus and is going to start coordinating to gather up our dead.
Was I NPC'd to be doing anything there at the end? I forgot.
No, you did not. You weren't NPC. Did you want to chase after?
Then heck yeah. I'm the one that caught him red-handed in the first place.
Okay, give me a perception check. And then, Talbot, you actually notice this strange figure. By the way, he's like 7.5 feet tall. I should have mentioned it too. Pulls out of basically behind him a large horn and sounds it. A resounding call comes from the desert, and two large, they look like dire wolves, only they're made out of sand. He says a name. It sounds a lot like Sandy's name, but there's like a weird resonance behind it. And they just take off. Sandy, I need you actually to roll initiative as these... They're like moving sand dunes start just chasing you down. At ridiculous speeds.
Did you set up the cheat, Scott?
Apparently Sandy did.
Rolling like Scott today.
Just 2 in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Do they leave tracks?
They leave like a kind of a line in the sand. Like there's not so much tracks as much as like they push sand in front of them. As much as they look like these like wolf creatures.
Is this
more like
something
a wave
that
of
Daka
sand.
would ever have seen before, being a desert nomad from these very deserts?
This give me either a religion or Arcana check. Whichever's higher for you.
Oh, they're the same.
Nope.
Very
Well, actually, I will give you advantage for living in the desert. So, yeah, kind of. You've heard stories of these things. Among your people, there are whispers of the wild hunt, and this is what the sloth look like when they're in the desert.
I will share that with whichever character it is that Tucker's playing right now, because I got on late and I don't know.
And Talbra, you're actually from the Feywild. You know very well what the wild hunt is. You just didn't realize these are what they look like in the desert.
Well, actually, she's not from the Feywild.
Oh yeah, that's what your other character is.
My other character is.
Yeah.
But she does know that they're big, and she doesn't want to fight them. But she also knows they're Sandy's after Sandy, which she can't see. So now she's tracking them.
Okay, that's a much easier check.
Especially
And she's got advantage on that because they're Fey.
Mm-hmm.
and because we're working together.
Yeah.
Go, Joe.
Okay, I still have to, like, it's going to take you time to catch up. These things are unbelievably fast, so give me a
It's
second.
okay, Kuma.
Okay, and by the way, Terry, you get to go first because you're a player and these things are NPCs. So they're coming at, they're trying to flank you, and they're coming at you real quick, and they look really aggressive.
So they look threatening.
Yes. Mouths wide open. Yeah, and like as I said, like they are running, but it's more like the sand is like animating as they come along. It's not so much like it's more like a ghost is surrounded by the sand in front of it than it is actually like the sand moving.
If I choose to dodge and disengage,
Yeah, you can use your action to dodge and then
disengage and move.
okay, yeah, we'll say that you... Okay. Do you want... Sorry, because they're not on you yet. They're just coming at you. They're within about 20 feet of you. Do you want to then say use your action to prepare if they come forward to you, use your action to disengage, or do you just want to dodge?
Well, if they're not close enough to me, I'm just probably going to double dash as far as away from them I can, because I'm still knowing I'm being chased by somebody else.
Okay. So these things both converge. It'll be their turn. They are quicker than you, even double dashing, but they're no longer going to be able to flank you. They're now going to come up on you, but they don't get an attack. Talbra, it's going to take you probably like 5 minutes to catch up with them, and so it's going to be
okay. How did Sandy get 5 minutes ahead, though?
Well, you stopped and talked, so we'll say 2 minutes in terms of the time.
But he's sneaking. That takes way more time than chasing.
No, he wasn't sneaking. He just took off running.
He had passed without a chase on, so he doesn't. It's okay. So Sandy, these things are just like right up on you.
Well, I don't think I have any experience in fighting with these creatures. I don't know if I can do anything with them, especially since they look like they're made out of sand. It doesn't look like it's worth it to fight, so I'd probably still keep running.
Okay. So you're gonna disengage then and keep on running?
That is correct.
Okay. They are going to... what's your actual speed? Okay, so you would disengage, so you'd move 60 feet. Okay, so they're going to get within 10 feet of you. They're not going to actually get within melee of you because they would have to double dash for that. They'd have to dash for that. Instead, they are... I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws. As they both open their mouth and this, like, this pulse of energy comes as they, like, make a wordless scream, and sand just starts pelting into you. Well, there's 3 natural 20s in a row.
But then a natural 1.
Yeah.
That was just to, throw off the seeds of suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be 1.
So this first one, you're going to take half, so that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 9 points of bludgeoning damage, as the sand just rakes across your skin. At which point, you guys can't see it, but the other creature will... Does he have any extra movement powers? He does not. So he is just... Well, actually, so Talbra would see this. He whistles, and then a steed, like an elk, kind of manifests out of the ground, and he hops on that. But it's not... It's just mounted. It's not a special mount, so...
So did he follow us, or is he back there so we're looking behind us and we see him get on the mount?
You see him get on the mount. He's
Okay.
behind you guys, actually. And all of you guys, approximately 2 to 3 minutes away, see this, like, puff of sand out in the middle of nowhere.
So, what's going on over there?
I wonder what that's about. Look, Noel's dispersed. Oh, speaking of that, we need to...
I don't know, but is there something that we can do for them? And he's going to point at our friends who are frosty, solid icicles.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't do anything immediately for them.
We take it back to town
I
and...
mean, we could, like, build a fire or something and warm them up and thaw them out.
Well, unfortunately, with their mortal forms, this probably has killed them. We actually have to use magic to do something about this. But let's tap these 2 gnolls awake real quick. I'm going to give them a little bit of a speech that they are free to go. We do understand that they were just following orders. They are welcome to follow us. But if they choose not to, I need them to get out to all of the gnolls that they come in contact with, spreading the word that we are willing to take gnolls into our pack and continue to hunt these lands.
Okay, back to Sandy. So these things just pelted you with sand. You still gonna run, or are you gonna try to fight?
Probably still gonna run because, like I said, it's made out of sand. It doesn't seem like it's worth fighting. Because even if I do try to attack it, they don't really have blood. It seems like.
They you continue on your 90 feet of movement and make your way down. So you're now 100 feet away from them. They will burrow into the ground. What is Talbra and Chester? I forgot your character's name. I'm sorry.
Daco,
Daco doing?
continuing to chase him.
Okay. Both of you make perception checks.
Is Daco? Does Daco have extra movement?
Sadly, not until 5th level.
Okay. Well, if Daco's okay with it, she will pick Daco up and carry him.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did Talbra make her perception check?
Oh, I haven't. Another one? I haven't
Yeah.
rolled it. Okay, is this a perception or a tracking check?
It's a perception check. It's actually. I want to know if you guys can see what. Okay. You don't see what I was gonna say. So it's fine.
Okay. Well, if it's, I'd have advantage if it's actually on those fey creatures. It'd be a
It is
15.
not.
Okay.
Well, no. Is it advantage on all fey creatures, or just the ones that you're tracking?
I think on perception checks, I don't know. I
We'll
don't know.
say it's
what
all
it is.
fey
I'll
creatures.
look it
So
up.
yeah, you do have advantage. So, you.
I don't know if it applies to perception. Is what I wasn't sure.
Yeah. You notice that this fey creature, he actually peels off and is going up one of the taller sand dunes and is unslinging his bow.
Oh, okay. She will point that out to Daco, but she's not worried about it. She doesn't think that he's trying to shoot us.
Okay. And that brings us back to Sandy. Oh, the wolves try to actually do catch up to you, but they don't attack because they had to dash to get them. Alright, if you're just gonna be playing this like runaway game the entire time, we'll
The
just
whole
fast
time.
forward.
Yep, the whole time.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward like 5 minutes. And so about the time Talbra and Daco are able to catch up with Sandy, the monk is gonna go ahead and do his 3 attacks against Sandy. All of these have disadvantage. So 21. So 21 to hit on the first one. 16 to hit on the second one. And 17 to hit on the third one. How many hit there, Terry?
All 3.
Okay. Okay, so you take, on that one, it would be 15 points of piercing damage and 8 points of poison damage.
Okay, I'm down with 15.
You're at 15? And then
Yeah, no, I said add 15. The first one would hit me, I'd be at 15, so if it hit me 2 more times, I'd be dead.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably dead. Well, actually, no, because you said after the first one was 15, so the second one drops you, so you failed 1 death saving throw right now.
I thought it would be 2, because the first one I would be down to 0, second one would hit me for 2 death saves, and then that third one would kill me.
It's not an automatic crit on a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's not an automatic crit.
Oh, I thought it was the wolf that hit me.
No, it's the 3 arrows basically come down from nowhere and pierce you. This guy can shoot from a mile away, so.
Right, but would the other 2 hit me though, if AC wise?
That is actually, well, the wolves haven't gone yet.
No, but I'm saying though, pretty much I'd get hit. I'd be prone after the other 2 attacks. The first one hits me unless they all 3 hit at the same time. Would the other 2 hit me?
Yes, but you'd be at 2 death saving throws then. You still have 1 left.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I would be hit, but I'm saying with the second arrows hit me. So if all 3 of them shot me at the same time, or if 1 hit me, knocked me down, then the other 2 would be at a disadvantage because I'm prone.
They were already at disadvantage.
Right.
Can't have double disadvantage.
Yeah. But you also don't lose your AC when you die in this.
Yeah, they all hit me though when it was up though. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure. Yeah, they all hit me, and I would have 2 death saves. Then.
Okay. Talbra and Daco, you see this. You're within, I would say, 60 feet.
Okay. I mean, she's trying to get closer. She doesn't want to get right next to the. What does she know about these things?
Usually,
The weird sand wolves.
so the wild hunt is usually less about the dogs are hunting hounds. They're less about killing and more about harrying. Now the master of the hunt has two options. If he declares you a hunt target, he will hunt you to the ends of the earth and will mount your head on his wall.
Or you can join the hunt.
Or you can join the hunt.
Oh, okay. But like, they're not like inherently evil fey monsters that she would want to kill.
Not inherently.
Or
evil.
inherently good fey monsters that she'd want to kill.
Nope.
Like,
They're a
Daku is actually going to shout out and request permission to join the hunt of the Hunt Master.
Of course you are.
she's gonna use all her movement to get Daco close. She's gonna use.
Okay.
She's going to pick up the pace and try to get Daco close without getting them right next to the breath weapons of the wolves.
Okay. Tara, give me a death saving throw. And the dogs look like they're just gonna sit there like dogs and pant because they're hunting
Can I die?
hounds. And Sandy, his last breath escapes him. At which point, the Lord of the Hunt, the dogs fade into the sand. They just disappear. And the Lord of the Hunt makes his way. It takes another like 2 minutes. Contract is complete. Storm can deliver his first child when it is born. You wish to join the hunt then there, Daco?
If you have another one already, I would be more than honored to join such a hunt. This is the one I had personal interest in, however.
I will write your name down the next time I have a contract.
Fantastic. Thank you for your services, Hunt Master. I will convey your message to Storm.
She will just nod. She is not joining the hunt.
He
She's
turns
already
around,
signed into
shifts back
bad
into
contracts.
the Yanti form you're familiar with. He kind of coughs a little bit, like, ugh. Sand in my toes, and then just kind of heads back.
Okay. Unless Daco has any objections, Cabra picks up Sandy's corpse.
Absolutely.
Actually, no. At which point the Lord of the Hunt was like, my quarry.
My trophy.
My trophy.
But my responsibility, due to my contracts.
Oh, snap.
This man is a member of our crew, contracted, and it is our responsibility to bury him within his wishes. We do appreciate your assistance in his demise. He is a traitor, but he has not been formally dropped. She doesn't say it like that. She says it really broken because she probably it's not that.
I understand that you wish to bury your compatriot. However, my
Coworker.
My requirements are immutable. I must take a trophy.
Well, what do you want?
Pick a piece.
I can take as little as an ear. I prefer a full head. And you notice, well, actually he's back into monk form, so you wouldn't notice it. But I can take as little as an ear.
She slices off an ear and hands it to him.
So the hunter looks like Monk now, or
Yeah.
Monk was the hunter?
He looks...
Yes and yes.
Yes.
Yes to all.
Including Terry's question.
This is indeed now Diablo 2.
Actually, you know what? She She doesn't even slice it off. She bites it off and then
Ew.
takes it out of her mouth and gives it to
He
him.
actually looks at you with kind of weird revulsion and like puts it in their mouth.
Dako's gonna be like, perhaps you would make a better addition to the hunt than you thought you would.
Okay, back to town. What's everybody doing?
Having a little conversation with our two Knoll captives, giving them a chance to join us if they so choose.
You killed boss woman. You stronger than boss woman. We follow you now.
Easy enough.
Roger that. Okay. What are your two names?
Orton and Bill.
Bill!
Name everything Bill forever. Bill and Billy.
Very well. Orthan and Bill, I believe you already know that I am Zashi. Welcome as junior members to the Murder of Crows. As per our contract, if you take a job, 5% goes into sustaining the Murder of Crows funds, including feeding you and providing for Sharpie bits, and the rest of your contract would be yours. Is this acceptable?
That's a lot of big words. We kill things. We kill the things you tell us to kill, and you feed us.
Yes.
Then yes, we accept.
Perfect. Welcome.
One track.
Cool. We go now?
Yep. Do you require a den, or do you have one set up for yourself?
We hang out in sheriff's office. We good to stay there?
Yes. Dako has been made new sheriff. You will be reporting to him, unless you need me directly.
Which one's Dako?
He's the one that's always wrapping himself in the weird scarves, kind of darkish skin.
Okay.
If that is unacceptable,
He's the marshal.
We follow your mate.
One that got it. You're a new coworker from yesterday.
Not my mate. It might be better for you to report directly to me.
Okay. We report directly to you. You
Okay.
boss now.
All right, you may go for now. Report to me in the morning.
Okay. And then they just kind of scamper off.
Hey! Hey! Hey, Zashi!
Yeah, Morris?
We get it. Well, I mean, I know it's not very nice, but these rolls are pretty stupid. What are we going to use them for?
So she's going to whisper, mostly holding on to Dako's position, but possibly cannon fodder if it comes to it, us getting attacked again.
Oh.
I don't mean literally launching them out of cannon, though.
Well, because we haven't found any cannons yet, right?
Right, not yet.
If we find cannons, you'll let me know, right? Because that'd be really interesting. I'd like to see those.
Yes, if we find any cannons, I will let you know.
Jay will chime in. Maybe we could train them for something?
Well, they might also be able to help us with, like, moving large, heavy things. I mean, they are kind of big.
Yeah, I mean, at least
Muscular.
muscle, but maybe we could refine those skills at some point.
I'm certain we can, but we might have to have a little more discussion with them to see if they have any interest outside of just eating things and killing things.
Yeah.
Scout was a little bit unique of the Knolls that I personally have met.
What's that?
Nothing, just discussing the Knolls.
So we just need diamonds for Scout, right?
Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
check in with
whatsoever.
Cloudus. He had
Always
some
good.
diamonds for us.
Oh, are you talking to Plautus now?
No, we were just talking to each other.
Yeah, we need to go talk to Plautus because Plautus was going to go get the diamond, or diamonds. Zashi doesn't know how many there are.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go over to Plautus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's outside his domicile. He's like, oh, I really should give these to the new sheriff. Where is he? Around this time, by the way, Talbra and assuming Daco and Talbra were actually headed back to town, wouldn't make it back.
Okay. If Zashi sees him riding in, she'll actually direct Plautus's gaze to Daco.
This is, of course, I'm giving it to the sheriff for safekeeping. It would not be good for the mayor to be seen bribing mercenaries. This is not what this is happening.
Nope, this is not a bribe. This was to potentially bring back one of the heroes of New Malys.
This is for the betterment of the town.
Yes.
This is a donation towards infrastructure. And recruitment. And he hands you a sack.
Do you need to go to Becca or me?
Daco.
No,
Okay. Well, Daco probably dismounts before accepting the sack and...
Well, Daco's not riding.
Oh, I thought you gave me a ride back, too. Man,
Well, she didn't give you a ride. She actually carried you out.
Oh,
And she can't carry you back because she's carrying Sandy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so we had to walk back.
Very well. Daco then strolls over and accepts that.
Okay, inside is 1 diamond worth around 500 gold. You know this being about your earth bending powers. You see another diamond worth about 200 gold, and then a bunch of sapphires and rubies of varying. All told, there's probably 1,500 gold worth of gems in here, but the only diamonds, one is a 500 gold diamond, and the other is a 200 gold diamond.
Okay. Oh. Tell me how you really feel.
So, what's everybody doing?
Brutus would catch up with wherever Daco is, and I think probably for the moment Jay would actually stick with Zashi, and I guess Oleander would go home.
Okay, Oleander actually. Has anyone seen Monk? Oh, there he is. And Monk is actually probably with Daco and Talbot right now, and is like trying to get the sand like off of his feet because he's pretty much barefoot right now.
Okay.
In fact, like he's still wearing the same, like he's wearing like a kilt, and then like he's shirtless with a cloak. Like he's wearing kind of the same thing the Lord of the Hunt was, but just monk size.
Daco will actually, having conducted business, go over to Storm and let him know that his compact with the Huntmaster, complete. Sandy has been taken care of, and payment is expected forthwith.
Storm doesn't even like look like he surprised or anything. He just nods.
Tabra is gonna walk over to Sava's body. I'm assuming it's still there. And Sava's head, and she's going to start stitching the head back onto the corpse.
Zashi just kind of cocks her head momentarily and just kind of nods. And I believe we need to gather our dead at this point. And Daco, the 2 gnolls that are now going to be assisting with sheriffness, if they call you my mate, we might have to discuss a political arrangement.
What exactly did you tell these gnolls is going on here?
I offered them a chance to follow us. They have decided that they will follow me, but their concept of having someone second in charge is a little different than most cultures.
Well, if they want
I think you just should do it. I mean, you're an attractive guy, and she's an attractive snake.
I will.
You just gotta live.
I will say, so at the very least, Zashi, you are aware of the fact that Knowles being a standard matriarchy, the idea that your second is a male is why they kind of went to there. It's not that.
Also, arranged marriages are pretty common in both Yuan-Ti and a lot of cultures, and it's a political arrangement most of the time. It's not necessarily required that you have kids together.
All right. Well, as long as they can follow orders, they can keep their jobs, I guess.
All right.
Oh, Joss is not happy.
And then
Yeah, I don't know what it's
Daco actually reaches into his money pouch, pulls out a gold coin, and metal bends it into a matching badge to the bronze one that he was given. Puts the gold one on, and then holds up the bronze one and tosses it to Brutus.
Yeah, Brutus puts it on. No
Brutus-
concept of responsibility, but I have a badge.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, what do you think about getting the kobolds to help keep an eye around town so that your sheriff and what do you call the sheriff and second in command? So
Deputy.
your
The deputies.
So have a few deputies. that help keep an eye on town.
I'm willing to take applications until such time as I can find better.
Oh, this isn't going to go to Daco's head at all, is it?
Oh, it already did. The deputy thing was enough. We're screwed now. I'm
Military
sheriff of the
law.
town.
Well, so long as it's acceptable, let's send a note to Resplendent asking if any of her kobolds would be interested.
I was going to go talk to Resplendent and
Okay.
woo her to get her to join.
Yes.
So just give me something really shiny to give to her.
Yep.
Is there something shiny in town?
So Storm's going to wander off to Resplendent. That's going to take like an hour and a half to get over there.
First thing on Daco's list is taking care of his, fallen companions, because Grim is, he was probably very clear about believing in reincarnation via the Phoenix, as he was a Phoenix-blooded sorcerer of the Phoenix clan. And there's a Phoenix nearby that, would probably make a pretty suitable method of making that happen.
Are you dumping him in there? Just
So
out of
long as-
curiosity.
Yep. Unless he comes alive on the way there. That's the plan.
If Daco brings this up, Zashi will actually say we should probably talk to Graladin. I believe she had something similar regarding her body and the Phoenix. I'm not sure in all the details, though.
Sure. And then arrangements for Athenium are to take him back to Daco's place, where he'll basically be kind of put in the Hall of Heroes he started beneath in the catacombs, which is where Whisper's body is presently interred, I think, or at least what I was suggesting if it's not, where he's going to start creating statues for all the fallen as they die.
Okay.
And Athenium is
Or with fur.
Athenium is his own statue, conveniently.
Okay.
And did you ever read the thing I sent you when I thought you were playing Sunday, Scotty?
I read something. I can't remember what I read.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
'Cause
I did.
Because that's what Tabra's doing then.
Is okay. Let me reread it so I know what's going on. But I'm just trying to get an idea of what everyone's doing. So
Yeah.
okay. And okay. Yeah. So Tabra's doing that. Who's sticking with
Just
it?
my people who's doing what.
Okay. Yeah. Oleander is looking at Monk really confused, but she's like, "Okay, I'll get back to work, sir." So funerary rites are going to take a while to prepare. Oddly, it's going to take an hour and a half both for Daco to drop off your Phoenix-blooded sorcerer into the undead Phoenix. We're going to deal with that in a bit. but we'll go to Storm and Resplendent. Oh, it's the. By the way, at this point, like, Resplendent is actually in human form, except like before she was like between 5 and 6. Now she looks like she's like an 8 to 9-year-old girl. And
They grow up so fast.
she's like, oh, it's the little kitty cat. What can I do for you?
Yes. There have been some improvements to management. Are we like underground, right?
Yeah, and like there's mirrors everywhere.
Up top, and since you seem to be, this seems to be your place. I feel like you would want to keep an eye out and protect the area around to keep order on the place. So I was wondering if you would enter into a deal to police the area. You would be amazing at it.
I'm amazing at everything, but
yes, exactly.
So that's you're just like, all right, Captain Obvious, but
I like her style.
What's in it? Like, do you need me to, or can I send some of my minions? At this point, you also notice there's a lot more kobolds running around. There's still like random like pots and pans that have been polished to an inordinate degree, and anyone that's not like armed and on guard is like actually polishing their shoes or their armor. Like, she wants to see her face and everything.
Yeah.
So what's in it for? Like, would my minions be able to handle this, or do you need my magnificence to call the masses?
Well, I mean, I'll start looking around at the minions. Do they look like they're capable of handling this?
Or are they
kobolds.
dancing and singing with me?
Well, actually, Jay, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Okay. Probably won't go well because I jinxed it.
No, they start singing. They're off key. They're horribly off key.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Late night at a karaoke bar.
Perfect.
The secret is
And
that
somebody
Resplendent only
started
looks
singing-
so good by comparison.
Yeah, and
Has all those
somebody
ugly
started
friends
singing
that are
Journey.
better.
Like, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning at a karaoke bar. Somebody started singing.
Probably
Journey.
Jay's favorite, honestly, so that's perfect.
So, but yeah, they're but yeah, Storm, they're kobolds. Like how competent are kobolds?
As competent as their leader, I would say.
Yeah.
Which means they must be fantastic, but what if they do fall short of your magnificence?
Yeah, and I'm sure if you were in control of the place, this whole place would would be covered in mirrors, like, you know, the town, basically.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough mirrors. I mean,
I'm sure we can find them.
Okay. Perhaps we could get some artists to immortalize me, too. Like, I feel like everyone needs to be able to gaze upon my visage.
Exactly.
One of our members is a fantastic craftsman and has been making magnificent statues that I'm sure would at least begin to pay homage to your magnificence. And we could, if you'd like, cover the whole thing in something reflective so that you even could see yourself in it.
Okay, at first she was like squinting her eyes because she doesn't like statues, and then you said reflective, and her eyes.
I know. I was like sitting there thinking, I'm like, we're gonna have to
Cover it
cover
in
a
metal.
statue or something.
We'll cover it in silver or something.
Yeah, and it could be large, so they would know that you are
Protecting.
magnificent and resplendent.
Are you implying that I am not the perfect size?
No, but their eyes and minds are so small that sometimes it takes something larger to capture their attention appropriately.
Oh, okay. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yes, you can take Bleak, and like a bunch of like monosyllabic names that I don't really have. She says a bunch of things, and then a lot of like phlegmy sounds start emanating from her voice, at which point like 20 kobolds all arrange themselves. They all have pots on their head. They have like spears that it doesn't exist, but it looks like it's been wrapped in tin foil. and they're all like, "Our mistress calls us. We must serve. We must serve. All hail the shiny one."
I want to start a little chorus. Can I make a choir out of these guys?
Yes, let's
They're-
please
they're my
hire
backup
some of them.
singers.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need some kobold backup singers for your show, Jay.
They could do the can.
Yes.
Now, all of you are to follow these 2 orders. They are going to give me more mirrors so that more people can gaze upon my beauty. So you have 20. She does as they start cheering and they start like grabbing more weapons. It's like, can you please not make them do any of your dangerous shit. Like honestly, they're not very good at this. They're very enthusiastic though.
They are, and don't worry, they won't have to do anything like that. They'll just have to,
They're really
be
good at
around
submitting
town and
reports.
spread the word about how amazing you are.
That's good. They're really good at submitting reports. They will talk your ear off, honestly.
Well, we have the perfect person that they can report to.
Okay, so Daco. Well, this is going on in reference to that. You're about to. So, what are you doing with?
I am taking Grimm's body to wherever this undead phoenix thing is, and I am going to.
So you haven't actually seen this thing yet. You've just gotten reports. It's about it's in this current form. It looks like 100 feet across of this extremely slow moving black ooze that's like decaying all the living matter it touches, and so you're gonna just throw Grimm inside this thing.
I am going to say that Zashi is backing Daco up because she remembered how badly everything went last time.
Did they tell people where they were going before they went?
Zashi did because
I
Daco
probably.
was getting ready to head out, and she was in the middle of prepping Scout's body, so she would have told whoever was around her.
Tabra would have asked you to wait because apparently a quarter of she has to go in the Phoenix too.
Yep.
Daco would have waited for that.
Yep.
Okay, so about the time that you do that, preparations are going to head out. That's when we'll go to Storm and Jay coming back with 20 shiny kobolds in their way.
I'm just gonna be like, what the crap is that?
This is your new deputy force.
Oh,
These
good
are our
God.
new friends. I will tell you all their names later once I get little name tags for them.
I'll make badges and put their names on them so I don't get confused.
Sounds good, because I'll need that too.
Yay, police force! And then they like start spreading out. Or actually, they like. So who's boss now?
All right. So before you start heading out, we want you to observe and report. Like that is your main job, is to help keep the peace. Observing and reporting.
They
they
kind
love
of look at your.
report.
They weirdly look at your chest, like it'd be kind of creepy. But like they look at Daco's chest, the gold, and
God, Brutus.
Brutus is with the brass, and like, you have no shiny. They have more shinies.
Well, except I'm actually wearing my armor. My armor is not full plate or anything like or chainmail. It is something else. It is. Where's it? Scale mail.
Yeah, you're not shiny.
I am not shiny.
I use prestidigitation to make it as shiny as possible.
I was gonna say I'd have Brutus would look at Daco and say, "Do you want to handle them, or since you're already dealing with the kobolds, do you want me in charge of these guys?"
These are the gold.
You mean the
Oh, Knowles. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I trust you to do what a deputy does.
Which is whatever you want. Got it.
He doesn't actually know what a deputy does.
That's fine. Whatever you say. So I just in the chain of command there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So what's our first order? Whoever's in charge.
I was going to
Not
suggest.
observe and report. Were you not understanding?
Yeah.
Daco is not polite.
We report that we do not understand. We will make more observant reports.
Yes.
And it was
Go
when they
out,
start
go
spreading
out through the city and look for any disturbances of the peace that need correcting, and report back to myself or Brutus or the shiny lady over there. And he points at Zashi.
Okay. I'll keep that in
man.
mind. Okay.
They're going to be coming to you for everything.
That's why I made 3 of us, and then I just plan on not being found.
And I figure we'll slowly teach them, hopefully, to narrow
Because you know
down.
this
what-
place is not shiny enough for these guys.
Oh yeah, anyone that they start polishing things. Like any metallic surface.
like Brutus's horn caps.
Probably at some point while you're
Probably at
sleeping.
some point.
Put them on my shoulders and just let them at it.
They're like the little elves that shine your stuff while you're asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Except they like being recognized for their work.
They'll sit there and wait for you to wake up to tell you, I shine your
I
stuff.
shine your shoes.
The way it should be.
Yeah, all you're gonna have the shiniest gear ever. So what are you guys doing? You guys gonna head out to Undead Phoenix now?
As soon as the others are ready, Daco is ready to take Grim.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yep, I will back you up.
Daco's not sure why he needs backup, but he's ready.
Because that Phoenix sucks.
Yeah, Zashi and Brutus didn't have a chance really to fully fill Daco in. So Zashi will attempt to fill him in on the walk out there. That this thing, number 1, don't throw anything fire at the pile of ooze, because it's not actually an ooze, it's an undead phoenix. It's going to absorb the life force of everything around it, it seems like, including the really big scary birds that we actually got paid for taking out. And it's super fast, and you can't heal if it hits you.
Okay. So,
Don't get hit.
sounds good. Stay far enough ahead that there's enough space for me to run away after I put Grim in its path. Got it.
Yep.
It'll absorb what's left of his life essence, maybe even purify it. You never know. A guy can hope. And, yeah. Done and done.
Okay. Are you? So you guys get there. It is, as I described, a giant pool of grossness.
He's pulling out a book. That's never a good sign.
I know it's going to get reanimated. Why nobody else thought of that.
And I don't know that book, which makes it an even worse sign.
You can't meta.
It's the special book I bought.
Aww.
Is that where the undead phoenix is statted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This isn't gonna tickle, isn't it?
Okay. So are you gonna say anything before you dump these quarter of a corpse and a full corpse into this thing?
Yeah.
Well, you said it's a moving thing, like in a
Yeah,
given
it's
direction.
extremely slow. It's slowly
Yeah.
moving towards town. That hasn't changed.
Right, but like I could have gotten out
Zashi-
like plenty of distance, but put Grim in its path without actually like throwing it down on top of it or something like that.
Yeah, Zashi would have shared with Daco that apparently it is intelligent, but it can't talk. Most communications with these things are apparently telepathic, but it should be able to understand some languages.
Well, in Primordial, then I'm actually just going to address it there because I speak that language. I'm going to say something along the lines of, "Honored Phoenix, Spirit of Fire, I return a descendant of yours to the fold who fell in battle most honorably." And
I
yeah.
was more going to say, since you're basically doing a funeral if you were going to give a eulogy, but okay.
yeah, it was like a very short one.
Okay. I need you to. So, how far away are you dropping this thing?
Well, I mean, I want to ensure that I have time to get away after I said it, but sure enough that it's not going to turn and miss him, and I get to observe it happening. Hard to ballpark. I don't know. How fast is it moving?
It is moving a grand total of like a foot a minute.
Okay, so I'd have an easy time running away. So I'd probably start initially like 200 or 300 feet out, and once it closed to like 100, I'm gonna book it.
So like an hour and a half later.
I'm sticking around to watch once I'm, distant enough that I feel safe.
Okay. Give me a D100, please.
Roger.
I'm gonna roll the exact wrong number.
Yep. I'm all about rolling well.
Okay.
I need to find a character that does well by rolling well.
So yeah, like an hour and a half later, after you ran away, nothing happened.
It doesn't consume the bodies?
No, but you're
okay.
Yeah, it consumes the bodies, and nothing really happens.
Okay.
Gurgles
very well.
And the bodies disappear.
Cool. That's all I needed to do.
And out of character, now that it's empty, if you would have actually done a nice eulogy, I probably would have given you advantage on the D100 check. And if you would have rolled above an 80, something special would have happened.
Special.
Damn it! Why is it Daco more flowery?
Yeah, and
He's
Zashi
based
didn't
on
know
top.
Grim and she well enough to actually give a proper eulogy, so...
And he's very much based on tough. There's nothing about being flowery in his personality stuff at all.
No, that's
You didn't bring the.
So for him, that was flowery. I mean, for Daco, that was.
Yeah, for Daco, that was a lot. For Daco, that was a well-worded eulogy.
Okay. And unfortunately, you didn't roll a 1. If you would have rolled a 1, it would have been
Dark Grim would have surfaced.
pretty much.
Damn it, that would have been cool too.
Okay. So that's done. What are you doing with the rest of the bodies?
So that is still a slight discussion we need, because originally we were going to be trying to bring Whistler back, but now we have other things going on. Scout was fine with being cremated and then her ashes being left to the winds. But I don't know exactly what Whistler's desires were, what he wrote down in the original mercenary contract, because that would be what we'd be going from.
Wouldn't it be like a bunch of pictures, not really written down?
Yeah, what pictographs did he draw out on the contract?
Tucker?
You're muted.
Sorry, I missed that. I was texting Terry. Not texting, but talking to Terry on the other thing. So, there would be nothing on the contract. Actually, if you look at where he signed the contract, he signed exactly the same as whoever signed right in front of them and re-signed their name.
An exact duplicate, like a perfect forgery.
Yeah, Zashi's going to say, well, that's problematic.
Did he sign everything the same, like what they want?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. If that's the case, I don't know, maybe do a D100 and Scott can pick which of the original mercenary group, even those that have fallen before, who were not...
Yeah, give me a D100 group. We'll do it this way. Fuck it.
Well, he was one of the original signers, so it wouldn't be a D100. It's probably one of the other PCs.
Yeah, so give me a D8.
Yeah.
Almost.
V-roll. V-roll again.
It's not a thing.
Well, Tucker's doing that.
You're not supposed to be him and D.
Okay, so going off of my streaming screen from the left, it was Chester, so it would have been Daco, Sandy, and then Zashi.
Oh, so it's Zashi.
Yeah.
Definitely Zashi says, well, that's problematic. So for Zashi's mercenary contract, it was, if possible, bring me back. I have a lot that I am trying to accomplish. If it is unavailable, please consign my ashes to my warren, and it's Sithark and Arissa's warren.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we've never been here. Nice warren. Here's this random guy's ashes.
Did Whistler have a warren?
So we've got.
No, and if it specifies the warren, it specifies Zashi's warren too.
Yeah, that specific warren.
So it does actually specify if you can bring me back, bring me back. Which means we are going to attempt to bring Whistler back.
Okay, give me a second because this is going to be kind of a weird message if you guys are going to cast Raise Dead. So I need Puma to get off my lap, and then I'm going to grab some water, and then we will go through this.
Okay.
Poor Puma.
Water. Water is good.
I mean, we could bring everybody back, right? Like, we could just, like, keep them forever. Oh, what's that smell over there? Oh, shit. Somebody's already burning stuff.
Somebody's already burning somebody. Yeah.
Well, we can bring them back even if they're burned, right?
I don't know if they'd want to be brought back after they were burnt.
Storm is like feeding his pack the gnolls that weren't on our side that we had killed.
No. Okay, so here's the one thing. If you try to do that, Tabra will not let you close to the bodies unless you can sneak in and steal them from her.
Well, is she around?
Yeah, that's what she's actually doing. Is she's over there taking care, making sure all the dead get their thing. Most of their friends had a certain thing, so anyone who wasn't claimed, she's there trying her best to make sure that they get taken care of.
So is she overseeing the others being interred at Dako's place?
No, because somebody took that one and seemed to know. But she's definitely watching over the two gnolls that we killed, plus Sava and Sandy.
Okay.
Okay. So before we start with you guys doing the ritual to bring back Whistler, I need to describe to Whistler. Your soul floats free as the former angelic creature your species used to be. Free to fly. Your voice a beautiful songbird as...
See, you should have told me this not on stream. I don't want to waste the diamond.
Yeah. I already knew you weren't going to want to come back because I know what happens in your afterlife. This is
What
not
else?
new.
Well, it's not all great because you are an angel. So for the most part, you are able to fly and you're able to speak. You watch over your former compatriots as they flounder around.
Oh, I can see them.
Yes.
So Whistler also sees me reading what he wrote.
Yeah.
And then goes, shit.
Should not have written that.
Unfortunately, as much as you're glad to be able to speak again and you're able to fly and have freedom, and your day-to-day life is managed heavily by the deity, by the Sun Emperor, who basically tells you everything you need to do and where you need to go at all periods of times, because once again, you are an angel.
Oh, so that's Sashi. That's okay.
But yeah, your current job is to record and monitor your friends.
Okay. I know what I need to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, the ritual begins. The Sister Ayame starts the process. I need 3 people to say some words. You must persuade the soul to come back, to re-inhabit its earthly form.
Oh, well, I mean, okay. Yeah, so, Whistler, what's happened in the last couple of days, and we get to be cops now. Like, that's supposed to be kind of cool. And I think Daco has the fire department, so like if you want to fight fires and stuff, we can do that too. That'd be a lot of fun. And I really, really miss you, and I hope you come back so we can play. And I almost got your stuff done that you wanted me to do over in the temple. I almost got all those little glyphs figured out. I know it's really important to you. I got a little sidetracked, and I gotta fix the door first. But there's some other things I gotta do, and then I'll come back and I'll do that. So you should just come back.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Is there any chance that, like, since Jay doesn't actually, I think, know Whistler, she could be sitting in the background, like, playing a song to encourage everyone or something?
I
don't know.
Sure. Give me a performance check, and we'll figure out on that. Does anyone else want to speak? This is
Yeah, Screw will go up there and be like, Whistler, you were a bird. I really didn't understand you that well. But I promise that we'll let Zashi deal with the butterflies. No more butterflies, man. Come back.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage, please.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Storm! What the fuck?
What?
Oh my god.
Or at least he has good persuasion. Like, even with disadvantage is not horrible.
I rolled a 23, by the way.
So I guess Zashi will also send her voice out to Whistler.
Yeah, what does Shayna's roll do to my roll, though?
Shayna's roll makes it more epic when you said... I didn't... it was more reverberating and more sympathetic when you were dismissive.
Whistler, I didn't realize that you would ever pick me to model your contract after. But I truly respected you as a person, and you were always there for us, for all of us, as we went into very dangerous situations. If you are happy where you are, I hope you continue on, but we would love if you would come back, because you are missed.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage on that one. And go ahead and add a d6 to it for the performance check that changes.
I just picture like he was in line behind Zashi when we did these contracts and like stepped up and imitated her voice and her like exact words verbatim.
That is absolutely the best I can do. That was a natural 20. Plus my persuasion, plus...
Jeez!
32. So... and I will say, Whistler, you can definitely... You hear that, and it's beautiful. What does Whistler want to do?
Okay, so here's the thing. I was totally going to say no. And based on what people said, I would still say no. But it's a freaking natural 20. I gotta come back.
You don't have to go back, though. Part of Zashi's thing was if you are happy where you are, please remain happy. But you are missed. And a natural 20 is not a natural success. I mean, it's this is as good as you can do.
There were two people who could get him to come back. The one who would have the easiest time didn't do anything. Zashi was the other, and she rolled a natural 20. He's going to come back.
Okay. I would have had the easiest time out of curiosity.
Okay, so the diamond starts to crack and shatter.
From across the room, Daco goes, "What did you do to my diamond?"
And as the diamond splits, a golden egg appears in Ayame's hand, which again hatches. A tiny Kenku pulls out, hops out, and then grows and grows. and Whistler.
And Sandy's voice. How much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to correct the ice.
Hold on. Daco's like this. Who put the bird in my diamond? I thought I got a diamond for all this hard work.
You have a 200 gold diamond.
Yeah, this is the other one, Daco.
That one was worth more.
Brutus will actually elbow you. Shut up. I carried his body. You weren't even there.
No.
Yeah, like, I don't remember you being there with the butterflies.
Fucking butterflies. All bugs. New crusade.
So, Whistler, you're now part of the Warren. Welcome.
He is. He'll hug Zashi, and then he'll mope it right out the door.
Oh.
So he probably doesn't have any possessions because he was just hatched and he's naked. Just throwing that out there for people.
Oh yeah. So did he leave behind a body? Like,
Yeah.
is there two Whistlers now?
Yeah,
bodies
so
have
the
turned
it's the other Whistlers, like you see the body, and it just kind of disintegrates. Very like Skyrim. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim lately, so like when you kill the dragon, like all that energy pulses into. It would have actually pulsed into the egg.
But then are the clothes left behind?
The clothes are there.
And more importantly, his spell pouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would he
Jay
see
would
his
handle
stuff?
that.
Would he have Yeah, he would have grabbed his stuff.
Okay.
If not, Daco would have thrown it to him on his way past.
Then yeah. No, I think he's gonna go. He's gonna mope out. He's gonna go look for Sandy.
Okay.
Well then.
In that case,
What a great investment, guys.
Sashi will kind of like elbow Daco on her way out. It's a gentle nudge, but it's a reminder of, hey, Daco, come on.
Whistler, it's okay. We tried. You made his choices.
Yeah. I think Graladin possibly would be the one handling his body. He's handling She's as well, which reminds me I probably have to purify the well in the morning. But let's go try to find him.
You would know, but your character probably doesn't know about that.
If it was part of the contract, like with Sandy putting down, where she putting it down, then yeah, she knows.
It was just a matter of grilling knew I should say ahead of time about it. Like I said, if you guys saw in the chat, pretty much I was just talking to Chucker that Sandy would just like be buried someplace, but there's a lot of foot traffic, nothing more, nothing less. Maybe a few words said, and then be it.
Oh, are we talking about Sandy, not she?
Correct. Well, I was saying with she, but then I was also adding to the Sandy part because you guys were asking.
Yep.
So there is the crossroads if that's where you want to bury Sandy. That would be the most foot traffic.
Yep.
Okay. I think because we just resurrected Whistler and we're getting everybody's burial rites done, we'll go ahead and, unless there's anything else, I will call it a short session, and then we will pick up on Saturday.
It's fine.
Fine. Gosh, it was all the fun.
You're gonna miss it.
I am.
Have fun wherever you're going on
It looks
Thursday.
like Terry has something. What's up, Terry?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, we're trying to figure out who Tucker was saying who was the other person.
Yeah.
Oh, the other person?
Yes.
Like, oh, who could have brought Whistler back early? Easy?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say that.
Okay.
Awesome.
No, that's fine.
Better.
Okay.
Yeah. So, nobody tried to go through his stuff. If you went through your stuff, it would have been easy. But
It was Brutus.
No, that felt fucked up to go through your stuff. Like I thought
They're
about that.
trying to
but-
bring you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. Just
Bye,
as
guys.
a person, I wouldn't
Guess we'll see
want
you
to
in
rifle through
2
someone's
weeks
stuff
or
if
something.
they're just in a coma. Oh, sorry. Bye, Jester.